Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture video. In this lecture video, we're going to discuss about the file system in the operating system concepts. In this file system interface, we have the file concepts on how will the different kinds of access methods, directory structure, file system mounting, file sharing, and protection. In this file system interface, we are having these kinds of process while taking place. So file system interface, we have start with the file concepts. File concept is a contiguous logical address space. There are different types of files available. For example, data files and program files. Data files may be a numerical files, it may be a character files, maybe a binary files, etc. So these kinds of files can be used here. So next thing is the file structure have non-sequence of words, bytes, and other things. So simple record structures, we have lines and fixed length and variable length. So complex structure, we have formatted document and relocatable load file. Can simulate last two with first method by inserting appropriate control characteristics. It will decide by operating system and program. So file structure can be a major process here. So sequence of words, bytes, and other things. So in this file attributes, we have name, type, location, size, protection, and other things. So in the name, only information kept in human readable form. Then type needed for the system that support different types. So location is pointed to a file location and device. Size is a current file size. The protection can be a controls who can do reading, writing, and executing. Then time, date, and user identification will be a process here. So data for protection, security, and usage monitoring. Here the file attributes, there are for example nil tips, where the keyword for using file attributes is nil tips. Nil tip is nothing but name, type, location, size, protection, and etc. So time, date, and user identification will be followed with these things. So information about files are kept in the directory structures, which is maintained on the disk. So this is about the file structure here. Then followed with file operations. We have create, write, read, and reposition with the file. So delete and truncate will be happens here. So creating the file, writing the file, reading the file, reposition with file, and deleting the things. Then open and close. Here the file operations will be followed with open. Search the directory structure and disk for a entry, and F1 and move for the things. So here the close is move the content of entire F1 in memory to a directory structure on the disk. So these things will be the file operations generally we have. So file types, we have in name, extension, other things. In the file type we have executable, object, source code, batch, text, word processor, library, printer view, and archive, and multimedia. So usual extension we have these things, and functions we have read to run machines, language program, compile machine not language, source code in various languages, command to the command interpreter, textual data, documents, and various word processor formats. So libraries of routines for programs. So here the different types of files with the name and extensions using here. File types may be executable, object, source code, batch, text, word processor, library, printer view, archive, and multimedia. Multimedia is MPEG, and multimedia file may be a normal video file, or it may be MPEG or MOV. Here the binary file containing audio or AV information. So this kind of usual extension will be varied from different files. Up to the extension, you have the multimedia may be a binary file containing audio or AV informations. Then access methods, we having the sequential access and direct access. In this sequential access and direct access, we have the two kinds of accessing the files. Better form of sequential access, direct read, write, and reset the position to n, read, write equal to relative block number. So these sequential direct access will be access method. The beginning in this picture we can able to see the how the beginning of the will be moved to the current position, rewinded, read or write to the end position. So these things will be happening here. So read or write will be a process here. So sequential access file. Then sequential simulation of sequential access or direct access will have the reset, read next, write next. Then implementation for direct access. CP equal to 0, read CP, CP equal to CP plus 1, write CP. Then read and write will have these kind of process. So followed with examples of index and relative files. So in this last name, logical index file and relative file. Index file will be a Smith John, social security and age and other process. So index file consists of these values. Uh, in this video, you learned about the file concepts. Thanks for watching.